All right, all right, all right, all right. Once again, we are at Sakami. This is a beautiful place, guys. And you know what? I don't know if you can see my background, but it is all kahawa. Now you should. The smell is beautiful, fruity, and it's all about. It's somewhere that I would want to spend time. And now we are with one person whom I know. If you follow us, if you follow a farmer, then you've met her right here at the BASF Follow a Farmer. I will ask her to tell as her name once again, and then we shall have the conversation. Karibu sana, madam.
My name is Gloria Gummerus, and I'm a coffee farmer. And where we are standing now, we are at Sakami. I am a co-owner of Sakami, and it's a family farm, and we produce coffee.
Talk to us about the market that you focus on. First of all, let me just remind the people that, Sakami specializes on specialty coffee. Talk to us about why specialty coffee and where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we started this farm, our target, or rather when we started, because we are quite new in coffee world compared to other regions.
Yeah.
That have been doing coffee for a long time. So when we started this, we were told that there are two things. Either you have a specialty market or you have commercial market. And we looked at ourselves, we were like, we are a small company, so to speak. We can manage our quality, we can manage our production, we can manage what we are looking for.
Yeah.
So we went out there and started working with the buyers directly from the time we planted coffee. We went out there to look for buyers. And we were listening to them. We're like, our target is to talk to a roaster directly, because those are the people who use the product, the end product. So everything we are doing backwards is tailor-made for a particular market, a particular roaster, particular group that we are targeting. And that helps us to mitigate the challenges of the market. Because already by the time I'm picking these cherries you see here on the bed,
Yeah.
I already know where they're going. I already know they are for who and where they're going.
Yeah.
And it has really helped us. As a group of the women in coffee, not group, we actually look for markets, and by the time we start picking the coffee, we already know where the coffee is going. It gives you a better sleep at night. It gives you energy to wake up going to know that you are picking this cherry particularly for somebody.
Yeah.
And specialty coffee is a very small market, so to speak, but working and the demand is raising quite high.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is it important to have your customer come to where you're producing the coffee?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just the same thing. Why is BASF here?
Yes.
Because BASF wants to understand what our needs are.
Yeah.
The same way my customer also want to understand how can they help us to produce the best. If they're selling this coffee, they want to tell the story, and they want to tell the story from the source. They want to meet the women who pick this coffee. They want to talk to our workers, because we have we're not hiding our prices.
Yes.
We've got all these, our prices are quite, that's how we've worked with our buyer, that we are very transparent. That everything we do, coffee is always about relationship, coffee is about mutual understanding, respect, and everything. So everything we're producing here is for that client, and the reason why they're paying top dollar, they want to see, is it coming back to help the community?
Yeah.
Are we employing? Is this trickling down to the small person who needs it the most?
Yeah.
And those are our workers.
Yeah.
They want to see if we have better facilities for them. They want to see that. And that's why we have that relationship. And we've been like open door, come in, tell us also what you want. Because we don't want to be the one to demand how much money we want to be paid, but we want that client to be able to say, I'm ready to give you
this
$10.
amount of money. Yeah.
I'm ready to give you $15 because of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I've witnessed what you're doing on the ground.
Yeah.
So now that's why we encourage them to come, and they have also wanted to come here on the coffee, that when they're taking the cherry with them, they're taking the coffee, they know. When I'm telling them it's Batiani from block, that
They visualize
know.
the block. They know where the block is.
So when they're telling stories and mixing these coffees to the buyers, they can actually specifically own the story by telling them, I've been there. I stood in that farm.
I was there.
I picked this cherry.
Yeah.
I helped to pick the cherry. I helped to wash it. I helped. That is the relationship. we're
And I was
talking about.
interviewed.
Yes.
Okay. Which other countries within the EU do you supply your coffee to?
Our main partners are actually from Netherlands.
Ah.
Those are the ones who buy. But also, we've had quite a lot of interest from different countries. You know, coffee, when a product is good, you will always create a lot of interest. And that's what we have said. We want our product to be more like a relationship kind of product. So when we are doing these coffees, we want to tie it to a roaster. We want to tie it to an exporter. And that exporter, when we get new people coming in, we also welcome them to come and partner with us if we have volumes.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we will serve the ones who are there. We don't double deal.
Yeah.
And I don't want to jump from that client to that. So it is like fully traceable kind of coffee partnership relationship.
The EU is very stringent on what gets in.
Yeah.
Have you met the stringent
Oh
measures?
yeah. Oh yeah. EU, they're very strict when it comes to traceability.
Yes.
Is number one. They want to know where that coffee came from. In case there's a problem, can you fall back and tell us this problem where it originated from? If your farm is organized in that way, that is a plus for you. And we have gone through certification.
Yeah.
This where we are standing now, this coffee is rainforest certified. That means it's got social status, it's got all that. It is all taken care of in that. And then we have the other farm also, which is now organic. We are just going through, we just done the audit, we are waiting for certification. And you know what it takes to do organic.
Yes.
And the organics we are doing for EU market. For you to be able to move forward or to do the best coffees, just follow the right practices.
Yes.
Do not
Cut shortcuts.
take shortcuts and, don't say you're doing this and you're doing something else.
Yeah.
And that's why you see our buyer, they're very happy to send a roaster directly.
Yes.
Because they know that roaster is not coming here to discover something new and get shocked.
Yeah.
Because they know we work and what we say is what we're doing.
What you do.
Yeah.
So one of the last things that I would want to talk about is you've talked about having, quantities that are large enough to sell. And I know that you have the North of the Rift Women in Coffee. Number one, are you all now harvesting? And will you consolidate your product together?
Yeah.
And how beneficial has that been to you?
Oh, that is a very important question. For us, partnership as North Women, it has really worked like magic. Because what happens is that whenever you get a buyer, first question, they'll ask you, do you have volumes?
Yes.
And the moment you don't have volumes, they don't have time for you. Because they don't want to come and take coffee today, work on it, and now tomorrow they want the same coffee and you can supply. So that is where our strength is as a group. We work together, we share a lot of information. What I'm doing here is being replicated at One Ridge, it's being replicated at Susan's, it's being replicated at every farm.
Yeah.
We are all very individual farms, but we do same things. We are all very individual farms, but we share a lot in processes. We share a lot in pickings, issues we are having, diseases we are having, we all discuss. In fact, we are living here and we are going to do cupping with our buyer. We have prepared that one, we are going to do cupping because he came here to prove that this group exists, to prove that this group has got the coffee they say they do. So from here, everybody has delivered their coffees. We have milled it. We are ready to go cup with our clients as well.
As a coffee roaster, I receive coffee from farms such as Sakami. And my role is to transform it, to roast it, to develop the flavor, to outline the beautiful, complex flavors that are captured here at the farm during the growing and the processing, the drying, everything.
All right. What's the experience of the French with the Kenyan coffee? What do they think about it?
Well, it's a favorite. It tends to be a favorite. Kenyan coffee is quite renowned for its really fresh acidity, its beautiful fruitiness, really complex, juicy, notes of berries, and yeah, it has earned, and rightfully so, I think, quite a reputation.
Let's talk about the farming. I know that the EU is very particular in what gets into EU in terms of farm products.
Yeah.
What do you think about the farming?
Well, I think that what's being done here at Sakami is quite admirable. Trying to grow coffee in an intentional way. I've been trying to have like farming practices that respect the soil, respect the environment, and respect the people working there. You see the natural tree cover, the interplanting with the macadamias, the beehives all over to create that resilient environment. I think that's quite admirable, and that's frankly from where I'm coming from, what people are interested in.
All right. Did you see the compost manure?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's. What do you think about that?
Well, I've seen it. I've smelt it. It's alive.
It smells like compost. All right. So, talk to us about really what it takes to get your product to be accepted into the EU, and coffee in particular.
Yeah. So you've got, of course, the EUDR, which is the deforestation, act that requires full traceability from coffees entering the union. But as I understand, it's still not quite fully clear, what it requires,
Yeah.
and the process keeps getting delayed. So I'm sure we will know more precisely what this is about in the next year or so. Then as far as market access, I can answer this question from a specialty coffee point of view, which is more where I come from. And I think for a coffee produced here to find a market in Europe, in France, you would expect a high quality outline, probably that represents the Kenyan terroir, the Kenyan flavors that people have come to expect.
Okay.
So that freshness, that crisp acidity. And you would expect more and more traceability, transparency in the practices, good farm practices like we talked about here. Yeah.
Yeah. So how much coffee do you buy from in terms of quantity, tonnage? How much coffee do you buy from, let's say, Kenya?
Very little. Very little. I'm a small company.
Yeah.
This year I've bought one bag, but I want to grow that number more and more.
This season you've only bought one bag?
This season I've only bought one bag, but to put into perspective, I'm for the whole year I'm buying maybe 20 bags of coffee. So it's 5% of what I purchase, which if you look at it like that, it becomes a little more significant. But the coffee that I'm purchasing from Sakami is part of the most I don't know how to say it,
Tasty.
the special coffees,
Special
the
coffee.
coffees that I'm really proud to present to my customers. That surprise them, that comes with the flavor profile. Like they smell the coffee, and most of them go, "Wow, it's really fruity. What is this?" And it's been selling really, really well this year. So
And you're proud to say this is from Sakami,
yeah,
Kenya.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right.
And even more so now that
You've
I've
come.
seen all the beautiful work done here, and I've met Gloria, and
So you've traced the coffee to the farm.
yes.
Yeah. So in your opinion, which is the biggest job on earth?
Farming is the biggest job on earth.
BASF. We create chemistry.